It'll be worlds apart, wouldn't it?
Oh, we want to talk about how he sold it then.
Yes, let's talk about how you sold it.
Yeah, so that was fun. So we weren't yet planning on selling it, right? But basically there was this. All right, so there was this scheme, or this venture capitalist, right, company that came, and they were like, "Oh, we're going to make, we want to fund or buy businesses that are female-led."
Female-led.
Yeah.
You're not female.
Nah, but guess who is?
Summer.
Yeah.
Shout out to the wife.
I don't know. See, that's the thing, right? We weren't even married yet, right? We were just engaged.
But that in itself was a prerequisite.
Oh, yeah. So I basically transferred the entire company into her name.
Okay.
Yep. And now it's a female-led company. So,
supposedly.
Yep. All the paperwork was in her name. And you know what the sad thing was, right? So she would take all the meetings because she knew everything about the company, right? Because, like, if we ever dated, we would be meeting in the office. Because we're both workaholics anyway, right?
Yeah.
So that was like perfect for us. And so what happened was she was there going through all the presentations, the interviews, and all of these stages with the venture capitalists. They were like, "Wow, so you negotiated these deals, right?" Because like the leases I negotiated are like crazy.
Yeah.
No one believes I ever got those figures. So, and she was like, "Yeah," and I would be sat there, right? Because like I was her co-founder, but nowhere on the books, right? Because yeah. And so, yeah, I'm just sat there listening and like we're listening to my wife take all the credit for my work, right?
But, you know, to your benefit.
Of course, I know, but it's still difficult, man. Trust me. But the funniest thing was, right? I still remember, they asked a question, right? And I thought, oh, I'll answer. And so I started talking and they were like, "No, we'd like to speak to the founder, please." All right, shut me up right there.
Oh my God, that must feel like shit.
Oh, you have no idea.
Oh my God, that must feel like shit.
I know. So anyway, they fully audited our company, right? EY, Ernst & Young, they're one of the 4 largest accounting firms.
Allegedly, we're not saying any of this is true. Allegedly.
No, so they actually did audit the firm?
No, I'm saying like, should they look at this podcast, they can't say they got ripped off by you.
No, they can't because we'll get it.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So EY. Okay, yeah. It's fine. So EY basically did look into the company, right?
Yeah.
And they did like.
And Summer was the founder.
Of course. Yeah.
You just like taking credit for things that are not yours.
I know. I'm a typical man, innit? I'm the patriarchy. No.
You're gonna get me cancelled.
I know. So no. Anyway, so I in all fairness, look at this parts where she could actually take credit. She killed those parts, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so actually she killed the whole thing. So they did a full audit. They looked into our numbers, and this is why I can proudly say that I did actually pay my taxes, because in Pakistan, the way they see the value of your company is a bit different, right? They look at your tax returns, and based on that, they will value you. And the reason they value you based on that is because, well, let's be honest, people try to pay less taxes. So I can say, oh, I made $1 million a month. Did I make $1 million? Well, there's no real proof. A lot of people still don't operate in cash. We operate in digital only. But
fair.
So they look at your tax returns. And again, and that's where I actually, I did actually pay my taxes. So that's how they actually had all my real numbers.
Look at you being a model citizen.
I know, I'm like one of 3 people in Pakistan who paid their taxes.
Wow, amazing.
I know, no, but it was all purely for marketing purposes, let's be honest.
It still worked.
I know, but so they went through and they found no errors or anything, so they can set a valuation. They were like, look, if you want to go down us buying it out, this is how much we're willing to pay and all this stuff. If you want us to expand your business and keep you in the role, this is what we'll do, whatnot. And we then found another buyer who wanted to buy it. And because we had all the figures, right, that we could actually sell it for, we basically presented that, and that's how we sold the company.
So you don't have to give an exact figure, but roughly speaking, what was your return on investment? What percentage?
I mean, it was $5,000 that we started off with. So I mean,
so can you say you got that times 10?
Well, then I'm saying a number, but I got it times a lot more.
Double digit?
Sure. We're not even.
Yeah. Okay. I get it.
No, because
you did well.
Exactly, because
it was worth the years that you worked on it.
I mean, it was 4 years.
Were you giving yourself a salary as you were working?
Yeah. After year 2, I was able to pay myself. Year one, I was on. That's the thing, right? That again, it goes back to the grind thing, where it's like I'm living in the office. I built a shower in the office just so I could shower on weekly basis, or depending on when I could. I
I
was
get it.
eating once a day, and I would always eat at 11 p.m. So because you can't sleep hungry, but you can operate the day hungry.
I understand.
Yeah, so I would eat 2 naans and 2 kebabs. That was my meal for the whole day. And if I ate at 11 o'clock, I could sleep well. I
Nice.
lost so much weight. It's not even
I can
funny.
imagine.
I was skinny.
Yeah, me and you were in touch at the time, but because I was in England and you were in Pakistan, I wasn't seeing you.
Yeah. No, to be honest, I never really told like most people, because you don't want to talk about
No,
how
but
this is how
physically
hard it
though,
is.
it would be visible. Like if I
Oh,
was seeing you every day.
yeah. I lost a lot of weight. Yeah,
Do you have any
then
crazy stories about that grind period?
yeah, okay, yeah. So because I didn't know how to get a website made yet, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up telling my plumber, the guy who was like, yeah, right. Well, my plumber was like, oh, I could get a website made for you. So I thought, sick, I'm gonna get a good deal on this, right? So the plumber, he makes my website. It's crap, but it's fine, right? I'm thinking, all right, I'll do. But then he ends up ruining all of my plumbing work, right? So I'm like, bro,
I
listen,
don't understand.
I'll pay you for the website, but I'm not going to pay you for this, right? Can you fix this? And he was like, no, I'm not going to fix this, right? I'm done. And then I'm like, okay. Anyways, that night, so when we started the co-working space, I didn't have doors and I was sleeping in an office without doors.
Okay.
Okay, right. So I have to sleep there. And that night, he come and say he get some guys to come and start taking off the motors, that like pump all the waters into the toilets and things.
Because you refuse to pay.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
like,
God.
yeah. So now I'm like scared. So I have to now. So basically, in Pakistan, if you want to run anything, you have to become street smart and you have to be ready to just
Yeah,
retaliate.
I get you.
So I had to then make a few phone calls all of a sudden. And I've never done this, right? I've never tried being like that. But like, you're scared because it's like, I've got two guys right outside. I can't go out because I don't know what these guys are going to do to me. And also, if I breathe loud enough, I have a feeling they're going to know that I'm sleeping here. Right. So yeah, I had
Okay.
to call some guys over and then they came and like to sort it out. Anyways, eventually they ended up taking their motor, and I ended up getting some other guy to do it for the same price, but actually doing it properly. But then we had some weird things happen in the offices, like people having sex in our offices that we had to then kick out. It's like the glass windows, like all the offices are made of glass, so I don't know whether we're planning on hiding. But do you know how hard it is to tell their bosses, like, yeah, we have to kick you out because of an inappropriate behavior between these two?
Yeah, that's a bit mad.
Yeah, we had to have those conversations. People smoking weed all the time in the offices, and you're like, you're not even allowed to vape in it. Where's weed coming from? Yeah, and like I got threatened to be. Yeah, people threatened to sue me plenty of times. But the thing is, do you know how hard it is to sue someone?
Well, they better have money if you're suing them. As someone who tried to sue me just found out.
Exactly. Yeah, so like, if someone ever
Oh
says,
my
"Oh, I want to
God.
sue you," it's like, all right, let's see, good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there were countless things.